I'm Tina, and I'm an artist, filmmaker, podcaster, and writer. I've been an artist since I could pick up a pen. However, coming from a working class background, my dad was a miner, my mother was a barmaid. I was never encouraged or given any reason to believe I would have a life that involved education, a career, or travel. No, my fate was set in stone. Marry young, work in the local factory, have kids, die, most of which I did. I began to draw after a long illness. I was suicidal, and picking up a pencil, then painting, gave me a reason to live. I've been painting full time, and when I say full time, I mean every single day, for the sheer joy of it, for around 6 years now. And in that time, I've taught myself. I have no art training. I use all mediums in my work. I love inks, acrylic paints, oil paints, pastels, glue, tissue, anything I can get my hands on, especially gold leaf. Please do have a look at my website, www.artbytinar.co.uk. My work is 99% biographical. I think inspiration comes from my own life and my response to what's happening around me, both in the past and right now. I had a very poor working class childhood with a lot of disabled relatives. This is a painting of my great-gran and her daughter, Gleda. So I am used to disability. I grew up around it. Going to a convent school was a really big influence on me. This painting, Tina's Dream of St Bernadette, is me, age 7, at my desk at St Mary's Convent School. The Mother Superior, Sister Beatrice, didn't like me. My mother's Irish. She hung up a photo of dead St Bernadette above me to inspire me every day, and I still have nightmares about her now. Both Sister Beatrice and St Bernadette. Family's a huge influence. Agamemnon's mask is a triptych of my sister, all three of her. Religion's a huge influence on me, and having been indoctrinated into Catholicism from an early age, biblical stories continue to fascinate me, especially the women. Here is Salome, painted in quink ink and silver leaf. I love the idea of a biblical woman getting what she wants. Rape, misogyny and bias towards women. This is the slings and arrows, and every woman shot through and bleeding out, pierced by life. As Alice Cooper once sang, only women bleed. I feel very strongly about poverty, social inequality, and the benefit system because it's my lived experience. My painting, You'll Be the Death of Me, which I was lucky enough to be a finalist in the last DAC Aldagno Open, is a collage made up from my own personal PIP form, and I'm currently working on more PIP benefits artworks because I'm compelled to educate people who think it's just easy or even a choice to live on benefits, and that we are not dole scum, the words of my own brother, and we are not worthless. Body image and the gaze, which is a film term but can be applied to my work. As a large lady, I found the creation of some unkind words I've been called very painful. But I've also been admonished several times for the language in this particular painting. But I have been called every single one of those names by strangers, by family, by partners. This is my truth. I counteract this by painting the ideal woman, a fantasy, healthy, perfect body, perfect face, rich, free, beautiful. This is Release the Stars. And with it, we can all be that Hollywood starlet. Mental health and my own disabilities. Here are 2 paintings relating to how I was feeling at the time I created them. Madness Reigns in the Hall of the Crippled Queen was painted in the middle of the pandemic, and here I am, trapped, unable to leave the house alone. And between March 2020 and December 2022, I left my house a total of 12 times. 4 COVID jabs, an operation, and a few hospital appointments for cancer treatments. And this is feast, or rather, we gladly feast on those who would subdue us, which I think is self-explanatory. As you can see, this was me, and I needed help, but there was none. There was no help out there for me. Oh, but it's not all doom and gloom, though. I've been a writer and a reviewer of film and music since I was 21, and this continues to be a huge influence on me. As you can see, I'm a huge Betty Davis and a Les Dawson fan. I don't know if I can say I'm proud of any of my paintings. I'm an artist and we're never satisfied or think anything we've done is remotely good. Also, you never know what will speak to the viewer, what will affect them. But 3 paintings that have been very popular with my friends have been Bowie-esque, Board Stripper, and Sophie Filled with Wonder. But my own favourite, my own personal favourite, is a self-portrait of myself. I painted this after my cancer diagnosis. It's called This Wheelchair Wheels on Fire, and it's a self-portrait where I look a state. My hair's all over the place. I've got no makeup on. I've got old clothes on. But look at my face. I'm looking really determined and old and real. This is the real Tina. Behind me is a black wheel from my wheelchair and it's on fire. I'm surrounded by flames and I am resolute. I will not give in. I will not die. Well, not just yet. Finally, ambitions for my own practice. Years ago, I got in touch with a newly opened local gallery and asked if there would be any openings or space for local artists. I didn't mention I'm disabled. I was told, despite them not actually being open yet, that their programme was set for the next 2 years, and it opened with Grayson Perry. Had I ever heard of him? Yes, we've all heard of Grayson, haven't we? And they'd be doing an open every year and I could enter it. And if I was good enough, I might even get a place. I've never had an exhibition. I've never talked to anyone from a gallery about my work. I have tried countless times. And I find that the only time anyone has ever shown any interest in me as an artist, they were more interested in the fact that I'm in a wheelchair than in my work. Now, all this may sound bitter, but I'm really not at all. I'm an artist, and I know I am an artist because I cannot stop painting. I can't stop painting how I feel and what I see and how that makes me feel. I won't stop. So I'd say my one ambition for my practice is to be given a chance to expand out of my bedroom for others to see what I have to share.